guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have a little bit of a general reading I wanted to do here today for you guys. It's not a pick a card, but I wanted to do just like a love related check-in. A love check-in between you and your person. So whoever it is that you're thinking of, just kind of checking the energies to see what's going on, how they're feeling, how you're feeling, what may be happening now and what may be coming up for you guys in the future. And I know I've been like trying to wean myself off of doing love readings in a sense and not do as many. Not that you guys don't want them, because I know you do, but I really felt a strong pull to do one like right now, today, because I recently recorded a pick a card for February and another separate video that was like a half an hour long. It was just like a general reading over on Instagram. And both of them were set with the intention for February, basically. So on Instagram, it was just like a February general reading. And for here, it was your February pick a card. And what struck me that was really interesting between both readings is the pick a card that I did here was actually like very positive all the way around. Like there were 4 different piles, and all 4 of those piles were overall like really good. And then when I switched over to Instagram to do just like a general reading for February, it was kind of it was kind of ick, I guess you could say, which surprised me because I know that there are people who are subscribed to me here and also follow me on Instagram, that that there are people who watch in both places. So that really surprised me. So in a weird way, maybe I'm doing this as like a tiebreaker to kind of see what's going on. So yeah, I guess I'm just curious. I'm just curious. So I wanted to find out. But before I get into this reading here and, see what unfolds for you guys regarding love, I want to invite you guys to subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already. And when you do, make sure that you hit the notification bell, because if you hit that notification bell, every time I post a new video or I go live or there's, an update of some sort, you will be the first one to know about it. And I also invite you guys to give this video a thumbs up, like it, leave me a comment, all that good stuff. Obviously the more you engage here with me on YouTube, it gets the message out. It spreads it out further, which is, obviously what I hope to do, to be able to reach as many people as possible and to be able to help others. Also, you guys, I am open and available for private readings too, so if I do resonate with you as a reader and you're interested in booking a private reading, my contact information is down below. Everything that you need to know basically is in the description box. My email, my socials, the current offerings I have for readings, all that good stuff. So it's all there in case you guys are interested. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and jump into this and see what's going on. So I'm just going to, pull some cards here from the Tarot de la Nuit. So that's what I'm using right now. I actually haven't used this deck in a while. I feel like I always like default onto my unicorn deck because it's like, I don't know, it's my favorite deck. It's very worn in when it comes to tarot. But I do have another new tarot deck that I haven't even like used here on YouTube yet. But I'm really excited to use it soon. I'm waiting and holding out on using it for a specific reading as like its debut, I guess you could say. And there's a couple of others I have my eyes on right now. So there may be more coming that I'll be incorporating in these readings. But let's see what's going on. Let's just get like an overall sense of energy here as to what's happening. Just an overall energy between you and your person, kind of like where things are at. Overall energy, what do we need to know? Okay, we have the Ten of Swords, which is kind of a painful card. The Ten of Swords is usually about endings, and unfortunately, because it is swords, the Ten of Swords is usually about painful endings. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you may be experiencing a painful ending with your person, or it may feel like it's the end of the world. It may not actually be the end of the world, but it may feel like it's the end of the world dealing with your person. Or you could be going through like a particular chapter maybe closing between you and your person, and it hasn't been the easiest. And if it's been really hard, and if it is kind of this painful ending, it could be a lot of karma that's being put to rest. And karma can sometimes lead to painful situations like that. But let's see what else is going on for reference. Let's see what else we need to know. We have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is a very nostalgic type of feeling. It's definitely tapping into the past. So I feel like even though there's been this painful ending of sorts, you both are probably in a nostalgic place. You guys are both probably missing each other, thinking about like the good old days and stuff like that. Sometimes the Six of Cups can indicate like knowing each other for like a super crazy long time. Maybe this is someone that you've known since you were like a child or something. It could also indicate past life connections too. So either way, it's definitely like a past type of energy. So I just feel like the both of you are probably in a really nostalgic place, just missing each other, just missing one another, missing the way it used to be, missing the good old days, missing when it was easy, when things just flowed, when there was not all this pain, and when it didn't feel like it was the end of the world. We also have the World coming out. So with the World coming out, the World shows me that it's kind of like you guys are in this transition right now. Like in the traditional tarot, like obviously it doesn't show it on this card in particular, but there's usually kind of like this circle kind of thing, or it's almost kind of like a cycle. So I feel like you guys are ending a cycle right now, a cycle in your relationship, which hasn't been very easy. Like I said, let me get one more just to see the overall energy that's happening between the two of you. Oh, we just had something flip out, and that made my dog just flip out. We have the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is like a new way of thinking, a new way of believing, a new way of looking at things. So I do feel like that this transformation, even though it hasn't been easy, even though it's been painful and difficult, I do feel like it's been necessary. It's something that needed to happen, because I feel like there were some maybe outdated mindsets that both of you were holding on to that needed to be transformed, that needed to change. Especially if you do reunite, if you do reconcile, I feel like those things needed to kind of be refreshed and to be rejuvenated in order to make things like healthy and good for the future. All right, I had a few more that fell on the floor. I just had to grab those really quick. Okay, so that's kind of like the overall energy. Definitely not the easiest energy, not going to lie to you guys, all that. Definitely not the most easiest, but let's see here. What else should we ask? What else should we find out from this situation? Let's see how they're currently feeling towards you. Let's see how they're feeling towards you right now. Oh, I almost had too many fall out again. I'm about to drop all the cards again. And my dog is in here with me, and he doesn't like it when I shuffle cards. Like when they go flying, it's like I think he must think it's like dodgeball or something. He's like, "Oh, get away from me." Okay, anyways, we have the Two of Wands. So the Wands energy is definitely a passionate energy. But usually anything that's starting with a 2 can sometimes indicate like decisions and choices being made. I feel like this person wants to make like a passionate decision to come your direction, though, I think is what it comes down to. Like, I feel like if you guys do reconcile, if they do like come back into your sphere, into your world. Like, I feel like they want to come back like 100%, like on fire for you, on fire for your love and your situation, totally passionate, on fire for the situation. Like, this person does not want to be wishy-washy, is what it comes down to. And like, it's really funny, like, sometimes I just have to look at like the expressions of their faces and everything on the cards. But it's like, even if you look at the girl's face, like, she's holding this skull that seems to kind of be like flamey and everything. But if you look at her face staring at the skull as she's holding it, she looks just like absolutely enamored, like fascinated by this skull, like just like she's in awe by it. And I feel like that's how this person feels towards you. Like, that's how they would look at you, basically. So I feel like the passion is still there, and they want to make the decision to come towards you passionately, not in a wishy-washy kind of a way. So that's a good thing. Like, you don't want to be with anybody who is unsure of you anyways. And we have the Hanged Man. We have the Hanged Man, but it came through in reverse. So, usually I don't take reversals, but I think right now I'm going to go ahead and take this one. Simply because, the Hanged Man is all about, obviously if it was like right side up, the Hanged Man is about like a change of perspective, which we did have come through here with the Ace of Swords. And the Hanged Man is also kind of it's a very, it's not a very external type of card. It's a very internal type of energy. And not only is it a very internal type of energy, but it's also about just like going within. It's not like a card that's big on action is what it comes down to, because you're more in this reflective, meditative kind of state. It's almost like it looks like there's not a lot going on, but there is a lot that's going on internally. It's kind of like hanging upside down in that cocoon, and you're in that transformation process going from the caterpillar to the butterfly. But since it did come out reversed, this tells me that the time is coming soon where that Hanged Man energy is wrapping up, where it's like it's time to actually emerge from that cocoon, where it's time to actually take flight, basically, and emerge. So that's a good thing. I feel like, basically having gone through this painful ending and, being nostalgic, missing one another, this change of perspective, it's all simply needed to happen, but I feel like it's seasonal. So I definitely feel like they've kind of been in that Hanged Man position, but they're getting ready to come out of it. They're getting ready to come out of their cocoon. Let's see how else they're feeling towards you. We have the Seven of Swords. And this one came out reversed too. So the Seven of Swords can sometimes indicate like lies and deception, things not being very clear. And it's really funny because when this card is at least like right side up, whenever I look at it, like whenever I look at this girl, I automatically see her kind of saying, "Come at me, bro. Come at me." Kind of like this antagonistic type of energy. So I feel like, once again, this may have been where you guys were. This may have been like where a lot of those painful endings were coming from. But once again, it was in reverse when it came out. So I feel like that antagonistic energy, anywhere there may have been lies or deceptions, I feel like that's coming to a close. That's wrapping up. And like I said, it may have been on their end, because we are asking about how they feel. So they may be done with the games. They may be done with being antagonistic and, being deceptive. And I feel like if they were deceptive, it wasn't because they wanted to lie to you on purpose or anything. I feel like they were also lying to themselves. So it's just like, how can they possibly be clear and open with you if they're not even being truthful with themselves? And we also have, as our last one, the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is kind of like, once again, that combative kind of energy. Like, obviously, looking at the girl on the card here, you know, she's got like this stake. It's like Buffy the Vampire Slayer if she had brown hair or something. Looks like she's ready to go to fight, basically. But I feel like this person is ready to fight for the connection, because this one, it did come out, you know, not in reverse, it's straightforward. So I feel like they are ready to fight for your connection. But yeah, so I'm going to leave these tarot cards here, but I want to pull out some more cards, because like I said, I just kind of feel like diving into this. I don't really know why, so hopefully this resonates for somebody and it makes sense for somebody. But like I said, I just felt this strong urge to do like a love check-in, so I'm doing a love check-in. Hi, Shadow. He's walking around down there. Okay. So I'm gonna go with some Journey of Love 2 cards. We'll go with some of those to kind of see just like where you guys are at on your journey. And then I may pull a few timing cards for you guys as well, just to kind of see what to expect coming up. So let's see if we have any other messages from Journey of Love that you guys need to know dealing with your connection. We have anger. I'm so mad at myself, which makes sense because, you know, once again, if you guys have been in this painful place, you know, and if this person has, you know, been deceptive towards you in the past and things have been just kind of stagnant in a sense, I feel like they probably haven't been very too pleased with themselves and their own behaviors and like how they've been handling the situation. So, you know, once again, it comes down to the fact that if they can't be honest with themselves, they can't be honest with you. And I feel like that's definitely been reflected in something that does not exactly make them very happy with themselves. Consistency. I promise to make it all up to you. So I feel like this person has not been consistent. One of the issues may have been communication between the two of you. You know, this could be somebody who maybe just ghosted, or it's like maybe you reach out to them, you give them a call, you give them a text, whatever it is, and you just never hear anything. Nothing at all. You know, it's almost to the point on your end maybe where you're just like, hey, if you just tell me to like go away, even telling me to go away is better than nothing at all, because at least like I know where you stand. But when you say nothing, I don't know anything. So, you know, you could be kind of seeing it from that perspective. But I feel like the only reason that they don't say anything is, you know, they don't want to say something to you like buzz off, because they don't want you to buzz off. They do enjoy receiving the messages from you. They do enjoy hearing from you, but because of their own issues within themselves, that's why they don't wind up saying anything. But you do mean a lot to them, so they do want to make up for that. They do want to become this consistent person, not someone who, you know, ghosts or doesn't respond or, you know, whatever it is. Like they want to be consistent. They want to change that, you know, which is easier said than done, you know. Think about it in another perspective. Like, how many times have we all said, like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym, you know, 5 days out of the week, and I'm going to be consistent and be healthy and work out and, you know, only eat healthy things and never stop at a drive-thru. And how many times do we break that? It's hard. It's not easy. So maybe if you think about it in another way in your own life, or maybe you lack consistency, you'll have better compassion and grace and understanding for their consistency. And hey, it may motivate you to become more consistent in places that you may not be consistent with. Because if you start becoming consistent in those areas, and if this person is your mirror, you may see them reflect that back at you, and they may start becoming consistent in the ways that you would like them to. I'm ready to leave and bring balance, justice. So I feel like justice is definitely something you're both seeking for in this connection for sure. You know, things have definitely been out of balance. Like there wouldn't be all this pain and suffering and misunderstanding and deception and all this other stuff if things were in perfect harmony, if things were balanced. So, and we have reconciliation. It's time to unite and work together now. So I don't feel like your love story is over with this person. You know, it's still going. You know, if anything, like I said, I feel like the painful ending that happened here, it's a chapter, it's a season that has been a painful ending, which hasn't been easy, but I feel like it's been necessary. You know what they say, it's like new level, new devil. So I feel like you guys are, you know, rising up to a higher level in your connection. So that way then when you guys do reunite, it's going to be like a million times better than what it was before. Like it's going to be like this whole new renewed relationship, just like a million times better. So you'll look back at what it was you had before that and you'll be like, I'm so glad that, you know, we were separated during this time. I'm so glad that we had that time apart. I'm so glad we endured those painful experiences because it's so much better now. Let me get some timing for you to kind of see like maybe when are things going to improve? Let's just ask that. When are things going to improve? When are we going to see this shift, this change happen, going from the pain and the suffering to the justice and the reconciliation? When are we going to see this transformation take place? So this, I will say this much. This is kind of a similar energy of what came out when I did the Instagram reading. So I don't know. Maybe it's just like a different group when it comes to pick-a-cards or something. I don't know. I didn't want to do like a full-blown pick-a-card though. I just wanted to do like a little check-in to see what was going on energetically. But, you know, it is what it is. But who knows? Maybe coming up for Valentine's Day or something, maybe I'll do a pick a card for like how your person is feeling, how they see you or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I just, like I said, I just really wanted to do this check-in based upon the most recent 2 readings I did, because I was like, what is going on here? Okay. Anyways, let's see about timing. When can we expect things to turn around? Growth. Decades will come and go if you don't choose to grow. So I don't feel like this card is saying it's going to take decades, no, but I do feel like you guys are in a time period right now of this growth. And, you know, they call them growing pains for a reason. It's not easy. It's not fun. That's for sure. But I do feel like you guys are going through that growing period. That's kind of a duh. Tell us something we don't know. Let's see what else is going on here. When can we expect things to turn around? When can we expect things to improve? 999, endings, cycle close, new beginnings. Like I was saying, I feel like this is just basically re-emphasizing what I already said. You know, the world is showing this shift, this change between the two of you. The Ace of Swords indicating a new way of thinking, a new way of believing, a new perspective. You know, the Ten of Swords is the old cycle closing out, basically. So I feel like that's once again just added confirmation, letting us know that. So that's good. Let's see when. Oh, something just flipped out. Go on holiday. There you'll find your way. Vacation. So for some of you guys, you know, it may just be helpful to kind of get away for a little bit. It doesn't mean you have to go on like a full-blown vacation, you know, spend like a couple weeks away, or, you know, like go to a different country or anything. You could if you wanted to, but you know, it could even be just like a simple weekend getaway. It could be you know, even a staycation or something like that. But sometimes it's like just getting out of our own environment, getting out of our same old day in, day out can help us. It can help us in changing those perspectives, basically. So for some of you, that could be helpful. That could be a helpful direction in what is going on. I'm still waiting to find out when here. I keep asking, when are we going to see this turnaround? Let's see. 313, Divine Feminine, receptive and nurturing. So I feel like this is confirmation for you guys that for those of you who are here watching this, you are most likely the Divine Feminine within this connection, in this situation, which, you know, I find to be pretty common. That's pretty normal. Although it would be definitely awesome if some Divine Masculines started popping up and watching these. That'd be like really cool. But let's see, we're still waiting on when. I don't know if Spirit wants to tell us when, because I keep asking. I'm like, when? 333, Ascended Assistance. Third element, transformation. So we keep getting this thing about transformation, you guys. Transformation's been a huge part of this reading, you know, with the growth and the transformation with the World card and everything else. So once again, I feel like this is confirmation of things transforming. And with Ascended Assistance, I feel like this is a reminder to you guys that you're not alone in this. You're never alone in your journey of life, whether it's dealing with this particular situation or anything else. You have angels, you have guides, you have spirit, you have source, God, Jesus, however you want to put it. You know, you have guardian angels. You're not alone in this at all. Like, you have a whole team around you of support who are there for you. Even if you can't see them, they're there. And don't discount your soul family either. Like, you have people right here on earth who are here to be there for you as well. You know, I'm here for you. You know, if nobody else is there for you, I'm here for you. And especially, like I said, if you resonate with my readings, and, you know, we probably are soul family on a certain level. So always remember that you're never alone on your journey. Never, ever, ever. And we have approach logic creatively and calm the raging sea. Become stress-free. So, you know, we're not really getting a very direct answer here on timing as to when we're going to see like this transformation completely come to place. We're not really getting a direct answer on when reconciliation is going to happen. I know it will for you guys. I do feel like that is for sure. However, if we're not getting like a direct answer on when, I feel like it's basically Spirit saying that's for me to know right now and for you to find out. Because if we had all the answers, if we knew everything, if we knew exactly when something was going to happen, then we wouldn't need faith. There wouldn't be any reason for it. We wouldn't need to believe. There would just be no reason for it. So I feel like that's kind of what this card is reminding you guys of. And, you know, sometimes it's a lot easier to be logical about things, like, you know, oh, well, I need to know X, Y, and Z so I can do 1, 2, and 3 and blah, 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 blah. But sometimes we just got to be okay with not having all the answers. We need to be okay with living in the unknown. Because I feel like the most important thing for you guys to know here is to just live stress-free and to enjoy and to have fun and to enjoy your life on the way to where you're going is what it comes down to. Because every season of life has the potential to be enjoyable. Even the seasons that are not the most desirable, it still has potential to be enjoyable. So I feel like Spirit is really trying to stress that. And, I feel like once again, this vacation card kind of backs that up. It's another way of saying, hey, you've been stressed out. You need to tap into more of that creative energy. And once again, the divine feminine, she's definitely more so in her creative energy rather than being all about logic and common sense. So once again, it may be good for you guys to get away for a little bit and, take a vacation, take a breather. Um, and who knows, sometimes when we're doing stuff like that, it's like things just happen when we least expect it out of nowhere because we're not focused on it, because we're on vacation, we're being creative, we're enjoying our life, we're just being stress-free. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's like, boom, we get that text from that person, we get that phone call, we hear from them saying, hey, I want you, I want to reconcile, like, I'm sorry for what happened in the past. So yeah, I feel like that's kind of the overall message here. I am going to wrap things up in just a minute, you guys, but before I do, I wanted to pull a Loving Words from Jesus card for you guys because in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away, and I just always end my YouTube readings with one of these just because they really help me, and hopefully they help you. And this deck was actually the first deck that I ever got because I was like, you know what? If I'm going to do readings, I'm going to do it right, and I'm going to kick it off with Jesus. So that was kind of my perspective on it. But let me get you guys a Loving Words from Jesus card just to kind of wrap things up. And you guys got... Whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and my sister and my mother. Matthew 12:50. So, basically this card is talking about, like doing God's will, that kind of thing. And, God's will, Spirit's will, whatever you want to put it, it's going to look a little bit different for everybody. Everybody has their own unique individual mission here on earth. And, the important thing is to, focus on that, be kind to others, be kind to that brother, that sister, that mother, whoever else in your life, and you guys are going to be a-okay. So hopefully this message resonated and made sense for some of you guys. If the message did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did make sense, then please let me know and leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you, even if it's just with a simple small emoji. And also, please give this video a big thumbs up. That definitely helps me out a lot and makes a big difference. And feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are on the way. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I am also open and available for private readings too. So if you guys are interested in a private reading, hit me up. My email, my contact information, my social sites, all that good stuff is down below. So check that out. And I just want to thank you guys for stopping on by and hanging out here with me for a little bit today. It definitely warms my heart and means the world to me. So keep sparkling. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love.